All right, we can start to have a little look at some of the piping and sanitary piping um, part of Revit MEP and Revit 2013 here. So what I'm going to do is start by opening up the sample advanced MEP project, and we're going to kind of get our file set up to look at some existing piping. So sometimes it's easier to just kind of see something that's already there, and then you kind of get the idea of how you might go about putting it together. So let's do that. Let's go up to our application pull down, open, go over to our nice convenient sample files um, favorite there, and inside of there, advanced sample project, RME, and hit open. So we're going to open that up. Now, one thing we've picked up in previous lessons, and I've noticed by looking at these files, is the way the project browser is organized is that if the view classification and the subdiscipline of the view are not set, those views are not going to show up in our project browser. And I find that a little bit tricky when people are learning. They make a new view and then it disappears and you don't know where it went. And we've talked about that in some previous lessons. But so what I want to do here, the first thing is because if we go to our 3D view here and pick on here, we go to the default kind of 3D view, if we take that and we want to duplicate it, and there's different ways of doing it, but we're opening up that view and I want to see where that's listed here over in the project browser so I can right click on it and have look at some options and stuff. But you'll notice it won't show up in here because this view, if you click in here, doesn't have a subdiscipline or a view classification, which is how these views are sorted. So it's a little deceptive. I could just imagine someone starting a project here and they're going and they can't find their views anywhere in here. So the first thing you have to learn is to go over here, at least using these files. Go into here, go into your project browser organization. You'll notice in advanced, if we hit edit, which is the way it's being sorted, there's a filter that says filter by view classification, okay, which is this property down here, and it says not equal to simple. So these are the different classifications that a view can have. So if it's not equal to simple, then it will show up. So it filters out those views. So I'm just going to hit cancel on that, and what I'm going to do is that explains why these are the way it is. So I'm going to set this to be all, which takes all the same views and just reorganizes it. So I hit apply and hit OK, and it's going to reorganize that. And then I can go to my 3D views, and there's my 3D view there. So now it's just sorting it by floor plans, ceiling plans, 3D views, elevations, sections. It's not looking at the view classification or the discipline, the subdiscipline. Okay, it's just going by view type and then